Hi humans, Logic is back, and if you're here, I'm just Lemons. We try to create something here on YouTube. So if you're new here, please subscribe, and if you're not new here, share this channel to someone that you like or someone that you don't like. So this channel was created to share my experience, to practice my English skills, but this channel is basically just about me. That's why I have a lot of random videos about like a lot of things, because as a crazy person, I have a lot of sides, a lot of voices. So, today's video I'm going to talk about something that I've never talked before. You probably already know by the title of this video, but I'm going to talk about my relationship with my father, at least my biological father. The first thing that I need to add, he died 3, maybe 4 years ago. I don't remember exactly, but probably 3 or 4 years ago. And let me come back to the beginning of our relationship. The year that I was born, he just was leaving home to live with another family. Actually, he had cheated on my mother several times, but this time he just really just like go away. But that wasn't a thing that made me separate from him. The thing that made me be away from him and not developing a real relationship was that he was never there. And I don't say that I didn't see him. I used to see him every day because he used to work at the same street, at the same neighborhood that I used to live my whole life. But he was never there for me. You know, when someone's there to talk, to share experience, or to just be there for you. I remember when I was a kid, the thing that I used to ask every year until I was, I think, 10 years old. That's when I gave up. Was to him to just spend a whole day with me, and that's kind of sad, but I just got over it like years ago. And I used to ask him that, and he actually did it once when I turned 8. I think that was the only day in my whole life that he was really there all day with me without anything. And it was a super amazing day, but it wasn't enough to like save things that was already lost. After some years, I just discovered that he kind of hated me because he didn't have a father. I don't know the relation his mind made with me and his father, but everybody has his own craziness, their own craziness. So he was never there. When I was a kid, I remember that I used to go to his house sometimes during the weekends, and he was just there like sleeping. And his wife actually was really good with me. I have a half brother, that's why I call it a half brother, who is the same age as my young sister. Yeah, they were like made at the same moment, almost in the same month. No, 1 month difference, I think. They're 1 month separated from each other, but they have the same age from the same year. And I used to have a really good relationship with him. I'm going to talk about my daddy's funeral in another video because I think that's super funny. Don't you watch it. But as I said, I've never had that kind of relationship. I have always wanted to develop a relationship with him. I used to try a lot when I was a kid, but I just discovered that when the few times that he gave me a bit of attention, it was just to get some information about my mother, if she was dating someone, if she was doing something. But I have always been that kind of kid, that smart kid who understands everything. And every time like he just invited me to talk with me, to be with me, he started just talking about my mother, I just answered to him, that's none of your business. And suddenly he just left because that all he wanted was to get information. I wasn't the one like sending the message, giving the information, so he kind of gave up on me like super fast. And when I became a teenager, we basically didn't talk. One thing about my past, I hate Easter. I have always hate Easter, and that's because my birthday, it's really close to the Easter, and every Easter he used to like have a big fight with my mother and stop and talk with all his kids because he was a stupid person. Now, after he died, actually before he died, when I was a teenager, I basically didn't talk with him. I didn't have time and patience to be with him. And after a while, I just stopped feeling the love. I just stopped feeling the hate. I started just feeling anything. Our relationship developed to a point that when he died, I didn't feel anything. Not bad or good, just like a random person died in South Korea. I don't know, in the other side of the world. I don't know that person. It's sad that he died, but I'm okay, not okay with that, but I didn't feel anything. And that's a kind of relationship that I feel that I miss a lot. I have always feel like an orphan in my family because I was kind of rejected by them. They're getting better now, but I think that when something's broken, it's hard to fix, it's hard to glue. But after like a lot of years, I feel that I'm not prepared for the world. I basically raised myself, and but when you don't have any kind of relationship with your parents, mother, daddies, whatever, you start to feel, at least by me, I started feeling not only independent, but I couldn't like really relate to people because most of the time I was afraid. I need to take care of me, so I don't have anyone to protect me. So I won't let anyone go like get close to me because they will know that I'm fragile. That's a protective wall that I used to build. When I was a teenager, I met this friend that just opened my mind to realize that family it's just a name, and family it doesn't have nothing to do with blood. And in that moment, my mind just opened, and I could like just relax and feel more comfortable with people. Of course, I still have some things that I need to work because when you don't have the foundation to build your personality, your journey, you don't have that support in the beginning of your life. You kind of miss a lot of things, and that's the things that I'm trying to rebuild to really know who I am. Because as everyone, I'm just discovering who I am. He was just my biological father. I stopped calling him father, daddy, or whatever when I was 10 years old. After that, I just started calling him by his name because he wasn't my father. He was just a guy who did it, and I was born. He wasn't really my father. He wasn't there as a father. So, but I think after the moment that I just separated my mind from him, I just accepted that we would never be father and son. He noticed it because I stopped trying to get his attention, and he started after like I think 1 maybe 2 years before he died. He was trying to build that relationship, I think, in his strange way, but it was over for me. And I'm not saying that from an angry place, from a hate place. I'm saying it because it was just my mind, not my heart, my mind. My mind just stopped having feelings about him because he wasn't there. I raised myself in my own way, and he wasn't there when I needed. And I didn't hate him at that point, but I didn't love him either. It was like 0 to 0. And thank God, after those years, as I said, he was just my biological father. God gave me another father, and that one came in a gay version, so that's even better. And I'm so happy for that. Sometimes I feel really insecure because, as I said, I didn't have that foundation in the beginning of my life, so I kind of feel that people in one moment will get disappointed by me and just leave, and that's something that I'm still afraid of. But I'm really happy that God gave me another father, another person to be related to, another person that I can learn from, another person that I can see and I want to get him proud of me. And I'm so happy for that. I'm not angry about my biological father. He was just not my father. And that's it. That was this video. I hope you like it. Please like this video, share this channel. Hope to see you in the next video, and summer vibes. I think I'll see you in the next video. Bye.